Hi all, welcome back to my channel. So in this session, we are going to learn how we can use the while loop in SQL Server. Okay, if you have any business conditions, if you wanted to uh, execute that query within the loop, okay, or in every iteration or for every record, then in the table, then you can use the while loop. Okay, so for that we are covering here the four concepts. We'll understand the syntax of the while loop, how we can use it, then we can understand where we can use it, the usage of the while loop. We understand the continue keyword and the break keyword which is used inside the while loop. So let's go start without further any details. Let's get started. Okay. So how we can do it? So first I'm giving a very simple code which we so that you will be able to understand the concept of the while loop. So what while loop is doing, whether it checks the condition, whether the condition inside the while keyword or the while clause is successful or is true. Till then, unless the condition is true, till then the body will be executed. Okay, until and unless this condition is true, the body will be executed. Body means the body which is written inside while loop body, the code written inside the while loop is executed. So let me create a simple code. So what I'm going to do, I'm declaring one integer type of the data, a temporary variable. I'm assigning it value as 1. Okay, for assigning we need to use the keyword set. Okay, once this is set, I need to check the condition. I wanted that this count is less than 10. Okay, if this count is less than 10, then go ahead and sorry, it will be begin. Go ahead and execute this code. So I just wanted to print. Okay, I'm not writing any tough code here. And once it is print, I wanted to increment the value. So just here, so in while loops declaration, it is all done. So in while loop declaration, what we can while loop, what we'll do, while loop will come first, while keyword will come first, the condition will be checked first, and then accordingly the business operation or the whatever the query you wanted to execute, you execute it, and then you increment by 1. Okay, this way you can create the while loop. So let's get started. Let's get executed, and if you see, you will see so all the numbers from 1 to 9 will be printed. Okay, why it is not printed 10? Because the count is less than 10, it is not equal to 10. Okay, if you wanted the value 10 should also be created, will be printed, then you have to change your condition and you have to check the count is less than equal to 10. In that case, you will be able to print all the values from 1 to 10. Okay, so this is very simple example of while loop. Okay, now its uses, where we can use it. Simple. In while loops, if you wanted to insert some random records in some table, okay, then you can use it for insert purpose, you can use for paging purpose, you can use. Okay, so how we can use for the insert purpose? So let me I'll keep the same code here. I'll comment it out this print. Okay, and let's say I wanted to insert the data in my employee data table. Okay, as of now, what data I have in this table, let's go ahead and check so that we will come to know the columns what we have in this table, so that we can write the insert query. So I have ID, first name, last name, city, and is active. Okay, and we have only total of 4 records, and I wanted to insert the data. Okay, so what I need to insert into, and then I write a insert into query quickly. This goes the column and this goes the values. Okay, so I just go ahead, ID, first name, just be with me, it will take fraction of net, is active. So this will be beneficial if you have a same value to be inserted. Okay, let's say I wanted okay, let me give the value first. Okay, I wanted this value, count will be placed here. Okay, and then I wanted just test comma test user. Okay, I'm just giving the value as a test so that it will be not complicated, and I'm giving the value as a daily, city is a daily, and then is active is a 1. Now let's understand one thing, that we have already 4 records, okay, and the last id is the 4, and I wanted to insert the next id as a 5. So what I'm going to do, I'm initializing this count as a 5, okay, and I need to check it as less than 6 only, because I, as of now, it is just for demonstration purpose. I just wanted to make you understand that how we can insert the data. Okay, this is not practically this is not a practically, I mean, it's a good thing that we can insert the data. If you have some column that you have to insert it through the loop, if you have that requirement, then only you use this. Otherwise it is not a good practice to use the to insert the record using the while loop, okay, because it creates a very performance issues. Okay, now I'm going ahead. I just why I'm giving this example, so that you will be able to understand this is the usage, okay, and this is the syntax by which we can do it. You should have a knowledge of that. Okay, now one row is affected, okay. So if you wanted to see the data has been inserted really or not, so just go ahead and type this query, select a strip from the data and drag the data table here, and then only execute it. Okay, and if you see here, test data, this fifth record is inserted here. So this is the one usage. Okay, the second is paging. So what is the paging? Paging is basically when I type the select test from, what it is giving me, it is giving the one result set and 5 records inside in one result. Okay, when I am saying that I wanted the data, this is the same data of this table in paging, and the page size would be 2. So that means one result set should contain only 2 records, second result set contain the next 2 records, and third result set would contain the next 2 records. If it doesn't have the 2 records, only 1 record, then it should display only 1 record. So this is called the paging. So how we can implement the paging with the help of the while loop? So for that, okay, I'll do one thing. I'll copy the same code here and open the new query, so that this will be easy for you to understand. And let me delete this insert. And for paging, you have to understand two concepts here. Okay, first is offset and second is fetch next. So what it is doing, offset is a keyword which will tell you that the gap between the columns, okay, and fetch next is the to fetch the next record from the table. So these are the two columns, we are making use of these two columns. Okay, so count would be, I wanted to iterate from very first row, so count would be 0, and I would need one more column because I need to provide the page size. So let me create one record sorry one variable of page size, give this name as a page size, and my page size would be 2. Okay, so it is of integer type. Let me initialize as a 2 here. Okay, and I wanted to count I wanted this value count is less than, I wanted to iterate uh, my loop until 10 till 10. Okay, so in that case here, and I wanted to extract the data from this employee data table. Okay, sequence, oh, what happened, huh? Okay, sequentially, so sequentially we need to do order by id, because I have id column. I wanted to otherwise if you will not provide the order by, so it will pick the random value as well. Okay, so you if you will provide ascending, if you will not provide any order ascending or descending, then by default it would be ascending. So I'll not provide any order here, so it will be by default ascending. So select asterisk from order by. Okay, the next is we need to provide the offset. Offset on what? Page size. Offset on uh, offset on count rows. Okay, fetch next. I wanted to fetch next page size row only. So this is the syntax by which you will be able. Okay, one more thing you need to understand, that as the page size is 2, you need to increment by 2. Okay, you do not need to increment by 1, otherwise the code will be otherwise it will pick the value record number second. Okay, for the second result set, it will pick the value second row as a first record. So this will be this will give you a incorrect record result set. So if you see here, so id first and second, okay, first two rows is coming in the one result set. So this is my page 1, which contains the two records. Second page contains the 3 and 4, and third page contains the 5. Okay, only 5, because we have total of 5 records. Then we have two more result set with which is having no data. Because why it has done, because it is the, see here, the count equal is incremented by 2. Okay, so that means 5 times it will check. Okay, so if okay, this way you can use the you can implement the paging in your result set using the while loop. So it's very, it is this way you can use the paging. So this is useful. Okay, now what is the continue? Continue is, if you wanted to before continue, let's understand the break statement. So break is something like, if you wanted to come out of the loop, okay, in between, then how you can do it. Okay, let's say in the same here I'll show you. Let me, so in this code here, I'll make it as a 0 and I'll make it as a 10. So this is what it is. Let me delete this inside so that it will not be any confusion. So if you see here, so this is simply a code where I'm printing the value from 0 to 9. Okay, so here what we can do, if you wanted the value, if you do not want to print till 9, I wanted if the value is 5, then control should come out of the loop. So in that case we use what we use, the break statement. Okay, so let's say if I'm checking if count value, okay, this value is 6 or 5 or something, whatever is your requirement. So if this count value at any case is becomes 5, then I wanted to break the loop, I wanted to come out of the loop. So you can use the break keyword. So this is the functionality of the break keyword, which is used in the while loop. So if you see here, 0 to 5, okay, it has printed till 5, it has not printed 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this way you can use the break keyword. Okay, now what continue? Continue is something, if you wanted this value is, if you wanted to continue, then it will continue. Okay, and it will continue infinite for infinite time, because you have so this is the problem. So how we can do it, there is one more. See, it started from 0 to 5. Okay, and if check, okay, the count is 5, then it will continue for infinite. It will not check, it will not go to the second statement, it will not increment the value, and it will continue printing the 5 for infinite time. So you need to stop query, you need to cancel the query, as I did, I cancel the query. Okay, so this way you can use the continue. So now the main question is where we can use the continue statement. Okay, so let's suppose if you wanted to check the number is, if you wanted to iterate from 0 to 10, and you wanted to check, you wanted to print the even numbers, in that case you can use the continue and break statement. So let me show you how we can do it. Let's say 0 to 10. Okay, instead of this thing, let me delete this. Okay, and I wanted to check, let's say, let me declare one variable here where we can check the remainder. Okay, so what are the even, to check the even number, a particular number is a even or odd, we have to check the remainder. Okay, so for that, let me use, let me create one variable with name remainder or mod, whatever you want you can call it, and of integer type. So you have created, and let's check if this remainder, or you need to set first value, or you need to set the remainder value. Remainder value is count, whatever the value is iterating as of now. If it's module by is divided by 2, so whatever the value here is coming here, then you need to check this value is equal to 1. That means if the value is 0, that means it is a even value, even number. Okay, and if it value is 1, that means it is an odd number. So in that case, if it is an odd number, so what you need to do, you do not need to do any in that case remainder. So what you need to do, you need to just set the number, you do not need to print the number, you just need to increment your value. Okay, so in that case you need to increment your number. So which is we have done. Else what will happen? We need to print the value, and again we need to set the value. So here in this case we need to make it continue, so that it will, the control will move, go back to the start of the loop. Okay. Okay, sorry, print count. Here we need to print the value. So what it is happening, if the remainder is 1, that means it is odd number, huh? Okay, odd number. And in that case I do not need to print the value, I just wanted to increment the value, and I wanted my control is go back to the while loop again instead of going down. Okay, else we can say, else print the value and again increment the value. Okay, and in this case it is even value number. So let's go ahead and execute it. There's some error here, just give me a second. Okay, let's see what is the error here. So let's, if condition is this, if it is a odd number, I wanted to include it in my body in a begin and end. Okay, so I think we need to put this thing inside the begin and end clause. Okay, now go ahead and execute it. See here we, now this time we got the even number. So what happened last time, we do not have an end clause. Okay, so it continue and incremented. So what this continue will do, um, it will increment your the last executed or written query for infinite time. You have to put the end clause, end keyword here. Okay, if you wanted to, now if you wanted to, you can say, wanted to display the odd number, so all you need to do, you need to check the remainder is 0. Okay, the remainder is 1 or not. So what I have need to do, so we will check the remainder is 0, then we just increment. Okay, and in this case the odd number will be executed. Odd number will be displayed, 1 3 5 7 9. Okay, so this way if you see here, so we have declared the count remainder, we have iterated for 10, 10 times, and we check the remainder. If the remainder is 0, that means it is an even number, and in that case we are just incrementing. Okay, and for okay, and then we have is 0, then it is an even number. Okay, we have just changed it, before that I have added this value. Okay, okay, that is I got confused. Okay, if it was 1, that means it is an odd number. You just we do not wanted to print it, we just need to increment, but at the same time I wanted the control to go back to the start of the loop, so that's why I need to use the continue keyword. So this is the uses, this is the meaning of the continue keyword which we used in the while loop. So this way you can use the while loop. I hope you understand what is a while loop, what is the usage, what is the syntax, why we use the continue, break, and how we can implement the paging as well in your, while extracting the data from the particular data table. So I hope you like the video. In case if you have any doubt, just comment me in the comment box. Thank you and have a nice day, guys.